Hello viewers, and today I am beginning my search to find the best A-Class car in Forza Motorsport 7. I am hoping that I'll be able to make this into a series where viewers can put forward recommendations for me to try, but for today we are beginning with this car here, the Ford Falcon XR8. This 2015 model is sporting the shell livery and has been tuned and upgraded by myself. Something that I'm very keen to do for these videos is to tune these cars myself rather than downloading a setup. The Falcon is quite a wide and chunky boy, so I've tried my best to reduce the weight and increase the handling. It weighs 3,351 pounds and has 480 brake horsepower, giving it a healthy torque of 443 foot-pounds. Going straight into the first race then, you will notice that the Falcon's girth really was its weakness on these narrow circuits that I raced. Okay, starting off in Virginia. I know this is going to be tricky in this thing. Really does feel like if you go on the grass, it's like you're falling down a steep hill on this track. Got a good getaway though. Brake just before the peak of the hill. And immediately I am reminded that I'm playing Forza. Mustang and the 360 overtake me. They might get a bit feisty over this hill. I'm going to brake early. Oh, the understeer got me. Not as bad as them though. Just roll it back onto the track so I don't get a penalty. There we go. Roll it around. Back into first after a bit of an incident. This car has definitely got a lot of understeer. That Subaru doesn't though. Let's see if I can get the power down as we go back down the hill. Drop it into second here. Get the torque. He's gone wide anyway. Use the width of my car. Another uphill braking. Roll it round. It's all about getting on the power coming out of that corner nice and smoothly. That's what's going to set me up. Becoming tail happy is what's going to lose me time. Let's try again, not get rammed this time. Everyone else has done this corner without incident except for me, so I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. Understeer again. Managed to just about keep it on. Slightest bit too much power and I'm off. Let's get this right now. See if I can find the apex. I've got the apex there. And there. That's good. Taking the shortest line. Could have run it out a bit more wide, but I was worried about becoming a bit tail happy again. Drove a bit too defensive then, but lit up the rear tyres and stayed in the lead. 2 Ferraris behind me now. Same again for this corner. Right, let's try and get a smooth exit for the longest straight on this particular track. Nice smooth. There we go. I don't think these Ferraris will keep up with me in a straight line. Just got to make sure I can get this right. I did understeer last time, so not too much power. I've gone a bit wide to begin with. That understeer really catches you off guard as you come out of the corner. It's ever so strange. I've got to try and catch him up now though. Got the apex nicely that time on both sides. This car does have a lot of roll. Could have done with fixing that really. Got to drive aggressive enough to keep up with him, but also keep in mind that there is another Ferrari exactly the same amount of time behind me. A bit messy in front, going on the grass slightly. Starting to realise that this car is so wide I don't really need to go on the apexes as such. For the defensive driving, I just need to park it just about in the middle. Hyperspeed down this road, you've seen this already. Did the corner better that time. I'm getting a bit impatient at this point now though. The understeer completely catches me off. I'm just going to roll down the grass. No time gained, no time lost. Hopefully no penalty. Yep. I guess that fiver that I put under the steward's door has paid off. Rolling it round again. The understeer nearly caught me out again at the end of the corner. Coming around to the final lap now, and it was at this point that I realised the person in first actually has a 5 1/4 second time penalty. So all of that worrying about trying to get the overtake, I just had to follow him. So overall happy with that. 2.9 seconds behind him, so it says second, but I in fact got the win. And there we are. Going on to the second race now. This is at Sebring, another annoyingly narrow track, really not good for this car. Going into the first corner with cold tyres. I'm expecting understeer. Just roll it round, get on the power as I go out, and I'm already skidding. Got these very long, shallow corners at Sebring. So if you've got a powerful car that's sort of got that lift-off oversteer, you can really struggle as you half throttle it around these corners. That curb is a bit of a killer as well. Really was a good test of my defensive driving though this race. I've got the Ferrari once again over the back of me. Send half the car over the curb just to cover it off, just in case. Got this long left-hander now. I probably used a bit too much of the curb then. It just unsettles the car so much that it actually scrubs off more speed than I needed to. 2 Ferraris chasing me now. Luckily I've got the straight line speed, give myself a bit of breathing space back into this first semi-hairpin corner. Looks like there's also that Porsche Cayman following behind. Very tail happy coming out of that corner. I found that short shifting doesn't really solve that problem, so you've just got to react as it comes. Using the width of the track here, all the way over to the right, then all the way over to the left, coming into this corner. Bit of lift-off oversteer, as I was mentioning, coming out of this corner, trying to dodge that curb. You can see I'm oversteering all the way through that corner. I'm losing a lot of time, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Lifting off the accelerator just makes it even worse. More defensive driving here at this right-hander. Make myself some more room down the straight. Quick check behind. Brake. Don't want to be all the way over to the left, just in case that invites them for a dive. It'd never go well. The track's become very damp now on this lap of the race. The fog has descended. This probably isn't going to help me through this winding section that we're coming up to after this right-hander. I find that this car is actually so easily unsettled by the amount of power that goes through the rear wheels. I mean, you can see then I didn't exactly put my foot to the floor as we came out the corner, and I'm just oversteering all over the place. Now I've got that Cayman right behind me. He's actually alongside me, so I'm going to have to stay to the left. I'm sure he's got me here. I'm just going to stay to the left and light up the tyres, get that acceleration, and I'm actually still ahead. Just make my car as wide as I can around this corner. He's bumping me again. I feel like he's trying to bump me to the point where I just make a mistake. It's a shame that he's not getting a penalty. Maybe I should have put a tenner instead of a fiver under the steward's door this morning. I can hear he's trying to take me around the outside, just giving me little knocks. Short shifted out of that corner just to be safe. Just got to drive as smoothly as I can. See, he's ready to take that dive, so I'm covering just enough of the inside of the corner. This right angle corner is always going to be tricky. Coming up now, I'm going to go defensive, but I broke a bit late. I've compromised my line. And he has got me on the cutback as I lost a bit of time over the grass. That is frustrating, but I do feel like it was only a matter of time before a German mid-engine supercar got past me on a track like this while I'm in this Falcon. Definitely doesn't have the agility that would benefit it on a track like this. That was the best I'd done that corner. Kept up with him really nicely. Really using the width of the track there. Broke a little bit too late into that corner, completely missed my apex. Just going to try and keep a tighter line around here. Just try to fight the oversteer while keeping my foot buried to the floor. I've got the Ferrari next trying to take the second podium spot from me. I think I've pretty much accepted by now that I'm not going to get first unless he makes a catastrophic error. But I'm keen to hold on to second, clipping that curb nicely so I'm nice and wide for this corner. Just get that power down for the final corner, and it's just a bit of a drag race to the finish. Luckily, one that I will win. So that is a first and second place for the Ford Falcon XR8. I did actually really enjoy it. You can see there, look, even the AI can't drive this car. It really is that tricky on the corners. So unpredictable with the power in the rear wheels and the understeer that catches you as you come out the corner very often. But I think this is a good car. Let me know down in the comments any other cars that you would suggest for me to use, and I'll definitely have a look into them and feature them in a future video, depending on how this video does. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave a like, and of course you can subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you very much for watching.